Okay, as promised, I'm going to show you some of the things that I got from the last two estate sales that I went to with that high-end company. It is you guys are so lucky I'm doing this because it is freezing out here. Yesterday was 90. Today, right now, it's around noon, I think. My clock stopped working. It's like 46. And then tomorrow's supposed to be cold, and then on Wednesday it's supposed to be like 90 something. So you know what, just dress accordingly, people. So like I said, and I have processed all of this stuff, so it's kind of hit or miss where everything is, and I really feel bad about that. I will do better about getting things together. Now let me explain. These are the things that the estate sale company won't sell, and I get to go through them along with my daughter, and basically we're just rummaging through rooms or garages that are just packed full of junk. It is amazing, and some things are very unique and fun, and other things are just strange. But I'm just going to show you some of the things because, like I said, I'm sorry. I've just processed them. I've put them in different bins. So I tried to gather up a few of them. And then when I'm done, I'm going to go in and get just the small amount of clothing that I've picked up. So one of the things I've got, and I've had chance out, some of the stuff that I picked up, I've already gotten rid of. That you can't always comp things out in a person's home. And sometimes you just kind of got to go with, your gut. This thing, now I was really shocked. Like, everything is pretty much vintage. This is all shells, and I was surprised that this thing comps out for like $50 some. I listed it on Facebook right now. I don't know. I hate shipping stuff like this, so I'm not real sure what I'm going to do with this. This was fun. Oh yeah, I'll try to get those. There's a couple other fun vintage things. This, the clock actually doesn't work, but this top with the fiber optics does, and it changes colors. Again, I put this on Facebook because of just shipping. A lot of the bigger things I always put on Facebook first, and then when they don't sell in there, because a lot of times Facebook is just not the place for high-end or expensive vintage items. I think people on there are mostly looking for like kind of household stuff or stuff they can flip themselves. So hold on. And this is a mix mash of the two houses. This was hilarious. So the woman in this house is elderly. She was going to assisted living, and her family was helping her. And I found this box, and I'm like, what is in here? And I'm like pulling and upside down and trying to figure out the trick. And like, she just comes out of the blue, and she's like, oh, it opens like this. And inside are these plates. These are not marked, but if you comp them out, I forget exactly the name, but they're hand painted, and they sell for about $125 each. Whoops. And she was the cutest woman. She had some makeup, and I had to toss it because it was really old, but it was called Flawless Finish or something like that. But it literally had diamond dust and gold dust in it. Very, very, very expensive. But it was very, very old. Now see, like, this one's cracked. So, but it was hilarious because she just knew like right how to open it. And I wasn't going to get this, but you know what? Anything that you treasure enough to put like in a box like this, yeah, I was gonna pick it up. So there's that. Let me see, how am I gonna do this? Oh, it's heavy. This was not part of the deal. I actually picked this up at Goodwill, and it is a vase covered in, you know, by the design and the colors, but it's a music box. So it's kind of cool. Okay, so this is a vintage ashtray. Ashtrays are like amazing. They sell really, really well. This thing is like heavy. And like this, a lot of stuff doesn't have names on it, but just because of the way that it's made, this thing, let me get this out of the way. I hem hot on this too. So obviously, chess set. So this is Spain and shoot, I forget. But look at these pieces. And at first I didn't think that I had all the pieces. And then I had to realize, so these ones that are in white are one set. And then like that would be with that set. But then there's these that don't have majority of the white. I love these. I'm assuming that, hold on, where's the other one? Where's there? This is the one from that set. But these are supposed to be like hand carved. They're so cool. Where's the other pony? There he is. These are like the, I'm assuming the, is it the knights? Whatever the horses are. And then the different, there's their pawns. So let me grab this guy that I dropped on the floor. So I kept it, I comped out, actually doesn't have a really high value, but it's very unique. So I got that. All right, have you guys seen these? I almost didn't pick these up either. These are vintage, I believe 1970, and they are actually shakers for salt, for pepper, for whatever you want to put in them. I think one of these actually had like a talc powder in it. Oh, and this lady had the Avon. I ended up buying an entire huge box of her Avon products. The daughter was like, oh, these are vintage and they're gonna sell. We all know Avon doesn't sell, but some of the cutest bottles ever. I sold one thing out of it. I'm probably just gonna take it all to like Goodwill. So these were really cool, and they're glass, and they actually like unscrew. I thought they were really cute. I just had to clean them up. That's all. Silverware. This is actually a vintage Rogers silverware set. Not like a big deal, but I picked this up. I don't have room for, I've got so much going on. I'll show you this other stuff here in a minute. And it's so cold. Again, I almost tossed them without comping them out. These sell. I have 2 of these. These are vintage hippo trinket boxes. Who would know? And they're made in China, and they're distributed by the American Trends Corporation in Georgia. And they comped out really well. This is actually back in the day, and I actually have some in there, but you would buy perfumed talc powder in these little round containers, and you take the container and then you would put this on top of it. Another vintage piece. I believe this comped out at around 50, and I also got, I kept it because it was a memory from my grandma. The carnival glass hen, like the basket, the hen on the basket. I got that. I got some brass items. This is just a swan. These are just, I got a couple of them. Fancy schmancy silver, or brass, I'm sorry, solid brass pieces. This actually has Wilton on it. He's a little Amish guy, and you can clip something on him, maybe like notes. I have no idea. The people in the first house, they were Egyptians, and they were from Egypt. They're the ones that had the life-size solid brass sphinxes that I call lions. And I don't even know, I've been trying to catch up. I just sent them notes. I always send thank you notes to the people who allow me in their home to go through their stuff like this. I always send thank you notes, but I've tried to catch up with her because I don't know how those sold. They had so many, like almost museum quality items that they were selling. It was unbelievable. So this is way cool. Here's another, I don't know. What do you think? Oysters and nutcrackers. I'm not 100% sure. This was way cool. And it goes on your door, has the eye, and there's for the key to go through. Yes, I did pick these up there. Boxing gloves. I always pick up boxing gloves. We got some fossils. They sold a lot of the fossils on the estate sale. Reduction soap. So, how to reduce with Dr. Ben's reducing soap. Until now, diet conscious individuals have never had a soap big enough to serve their special needs. I'm not going to read any further, but this is a vintage item. Oh, I'm glad I saw that. This guy is made in Italy, and it is F.L.A. Nicosia, but he is a monk. I actually just listed him, I think, for $34. Things that you don't think would be worth a lot of money. Silver plated shells, $24. These metal baskets, I have seen these in almost every home that I have been through. I actually have one that I'm using. I have 3 others, but these metal baskets are vintage and people love them. And they're really sturdy, and you can kind of bend them. Like I bent the handles on the one I'm using. Door knocker. This one needs oil just a little bit. And I didn't realize until last night when I was comping it out, not when I was comping, when I was listing it, that this is actually a lady's hand. And where's she at? She's wearing a ring. And she's holding on to a ball. And she is the door knocker. It just needs a little bit of oil, but pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. This is an actual U.S. Army watch. Stainless steel back. These are porcelain cherub wall hangings. Oop, they go on the wall. My daughter made me pick this stuff up. I'm still not 100% sold that this will sell, but these are like the MCM silverware. I did list it. I haven't had any bids on it yet. You know, what happens is I pick up what I want and then I give them a bulk offer. So this is an interesting, it's got this on the back. I don't know if you can see that. I have not comped this out yet. Let's see where we're going here. Move the cherubs. So the man who originally bought the home and furnished it, everything else was a doctor. And I have 2 of these. These are glass hypodermic needles, syringes. I have no idea. And the woman of the house who passed earlier, because I actually do my research on these homes, she liked a lot of Avon, but this was a very nice portfolio collection. It is missing one. So I have this out here as well. Now the fun part. Let me see. This, or I think, is this Estee Lauder Yves Saint Laurent powder. I'm not opening it because I've opened it once and it's not new. But I can't get it. Oh, I did. I just got it. So this is, like I told you before with that little duck, where I did with it. These hold these. I wrestled with that a lot. And the powdered talcs were really, really popular. And then I got these. Now, the lady of the house tried to tell me these were Fabergé eggs. They are not. They are replicas. But they're still so stunning. This one is just a purple cluster of grapes with a magnetic clasp. This one is a jewelry or a music box. Open up. My hands are so cold, you guys. Hold on. Go. Open. There. And it has the little jewelry box up at the top. Last night, when I was listing this one, I was looking at it and I was like, that looks like whatever they call the turnkey for the jewelry box. This thing is heavy. This is a Fabergé wannabe, but you open it up, it's Mom. And then honestly, just last night I realized, whoa, Mom is a music box. I don't know that song. All right, so give me a second here to get all this back. Hold on, I'll be back.